An FPV drone operated by Ukraine's 414th UAV Brigade, the Birds of Magwa, chased a Russian soldier riding a scooter. The Russian soldier didn't notice the drone rapidly approaching from behind for a long time and became its direct target. A Ukrainian FPV drone once again targeted a Russian soldier, catching him by surprise while he was in a confined space. As the drone approached, the soldier noticed it and attempted to shield himself with his weapon. However, unable to leave the area, he remained exposed to the strike. In the Kharkov region, a Ukrainian fiber-optic FPV drone struck a Russian UAZ carrying infantry. The soldiers tried to get out of the vehicle, but it was already too late. Amidst the ruins of abandoned buildings, a lone Russian soldier was searching the area. Meanwhile, an FPV one-way attack drone had already been launched, with the operator swiftly directing it toward the Russian infantryman's last known location. As the drone released its payload near the area, the opposing soldier panicked and attempted to flee. However, it was too late. The FPV drone locked onto its target, performing sharp maneuvers as it closed in rapidly. Just before escaping, the soldier made a desperate attempt to evade, but it resulted in a powerful explosion. Artillery units of Ukraine's 66th Mechanized Brigade successfully repelled a Russian infantry advance near Lyman. A group of 5 Russian soldiers moved toward Ukrainian defensive positions on foot, unaware they were under observation by FPV drones. They entered abandoned houses to rest, unknowingly providing Ukrainian artillery with a fixed target. Intense artillery fire was soon directed at their position. The Russian soldiers, caught in the barrage, dispersed to other locations. However, Ukrainian reconnaissance drones continuously relayed their coordinates to the artillery unit, enabling precise strikes to persist without pause. The Russian soldiers completely abandoned their position and attempted to move into a wooded area. However, the artillery unit's final strike was decisive, fully neutralizing the soldiers. The sun was just rising over Ukrainian territory as Ukrainian special forces set out at first light. Their target was enemy positions identified in the Novo-economic countryside. Upon arriving in the area, Ukrainian special forces swiftly surrounded the opposing soldiers. A fierce exchange of fire broke out shortly thereafter. The Ukrainian forces had previously conducted intelligence operations in the area and were aware of the opposing soldiers' positions and the routes they were likely to take. Thanks to this intelligence, the Ukrainian soldiers advanced safely toward the enemy target. As they quickly surrounded the area, the first losses among the opposing soldiers occurred. The units also engaged the Russian forces with rocket launchers, breaking their resistance entirely. The Ukrainian unit continued to advance cautiously, using hand grenades against enemy infantry positions to ensure full security. Within a short time, the soldiers had neutralized all Russian infantry, and the area was cleared of opposing forces. With the operation complete, the soldiers moved toward the command center. A Russian soldier targeted by an FPV drone appears uncertain and runs directly toward it. A Russian soldier was targeted by an FPV drone operated by Ukraine's 3rd Assault Brigade. Upon noticing the pursuing drone, the soldier attempted to evade it for some time. Despite carrying out various maneuvers and avoiding multiple approaches, he was ultimately unable to escape, becoming the drone's final target. Russian infantry are attempting to advance on foot in the Sumy region, which lies in close proximity to the Russian border. Ukrainian army reconnaissance drones are detecting opposing infantry movements. The identified soldiers are currently being monitored and tracked. The Ukrainian Army's Pentagon Brigade is deploying with one-way attack drones. The first strike on opposing soldiers dispersed across the area commenced. Russian infantry began to retreat in a state of disarray. Meanwhile, reconnaissance units were transmitting real-time coordinates to supporting artillery systems. A direct strike was carried out on an opposing infantryman concealed in a wooded area. Russian soldiers are engaging Ukrainian forces from their positions. Shortly thereafter, they withdraw and attempt to take cover in a damaged building. An FPV one-way attack drone rapidly descended onto the building following the opposing infantry. A powerful detonation neutralized their position. Russian soldiers are attempting to advance by crawling through the area. However, the one-way attack drones continue their assault, actively targeting infantry in concealed positions. As a result of this coordinated operation by the brigade, the area was cleared of Russian forces. This is the city of Toretsk, located in Ukraine. It was once a vibrant place where families lived, people shopped at local markets, and many worked in the mines. But now, the city lies in ruins, following the arrival of Russian forces, leaving behind widespread devastation. Ukrainian reconnaissance drones identified a Russian unmanned aerial vehicle control center. Shortly thereafter, Ukrainian air forces launched a precise strike on the target. The munitions deployed by the air forces accurately impacted the location, resulting in the complete destruction of the control center. Thanks to the effective efforts of the reconnaissance units, the adversaries' attempts to conduct further drone operations have also been disrupted. The Ukrainian Army's FPV one-way attack drone detected a Russian soldier in the woods. The infantryman initially attempted to target the drone with his weapon. Immediately afterward, he began to retreat. The drone operator pursued the fleeing soldier and deployed a bomb on him while he was concealed under a tree. The bomb landed very close to the soldier. The soldier observed the drone from behind the tree and gestured toward it, appearing to issue a challenge. The drone operator patiently monitored him. After a brief wait, the Russian soldier seemed to reconsider and made a gesture indicating submission. The Ukrainian soldiers understood that he intended to surrender and guided the enemy infantryman using the drone. Shortly afterward, the Russian soldier reached the designated surrender point. Ukrainian soldiers collected the weapon dropped by the infantryman and escorted him to the command center. Russian infantry attempted to advance on foot through Ukrainian territory, however, they were unaware that Ukrainian drones were tracking their every move. The detected soldiers were tracked for a short period, after which Ukrainian drone pilots launched precise bombs, directly striking the enemy troops. Before the Russian soldiers could even understand what was happening, an explosion erupted, but it was already too late. Many were wounded by the first strike, and a second bomb immediately neutralized the remaining enemy soldiers on the spot. Some Russian soldiers noticed Ukrainian drones and quickly tried to camouflage themselves, but it was in vain. Ukrainian troops had already marked their positions, and by the time the soldiers saw the drone, they were moments away from being eliminated. Gostry Kartusi, an elite unit of the Ukrainian Guard Special Forces, once again took to the battlefield. This footage captures the moments of their highly effective operations against Russian infantry. Every shot and every maneuver reflected exceptional professionalism, flawless coordination, and deadly precision. A Ukrainian fiber optic FPV drone engaged a Russian soldier who was walking nearby, unaware of the imminent threat. The operation was conducted by the Kalibri unit of the 152nd Jaeger Brigade on the Pokrovsk front. A Russian soldier remained motionless, hoping to avoid detection by the Ukrainian drone. However, the drone operator had already identified his position. As the drone quickly advanced, the soldier was unable to evade in time. A Ukrainian MiG-29 fighter jet, utilizing a US-supplied GBU-62G precision-guided bomb, carried out a powerful and accurate strike on a Russian base in southern Ukraine. A Russian soldier was seen attempting to disable a Ukrainian FPV drone using a stick, an incident observed by the Incognito Group of Ukraine's 54th Mechanized Brigade in the Siversk direction. In the city of Oleshki, Kherson region, a former sanitary station building, repurposed by Russian drone operators and used as a battalion-level command post, was struck by 2 Ukrainian aerial bombs. Part of the structure was destroyed, with several personnel reportedly trapped beneath the debris. As a soldier advanced in his vehicle, a 240mm 2S4 Tulpen mortar round landed alarmingly close. The near impact underscores the ongoing intensity and unpredictability of conditions on the front line.